A couple of years ago, I was down bad. I was skinny fat, I was not very confident, I was struggling with attracting women, and then over the course of about 6 months, I built a very aesthetic physique. I became more confident with women, I became more grateful for the way I look, and because of that, I gained so much confidence from this transformation. So in this video, I'm gonna be walking you through the 7 most important exercises that will help you build this aesthetic physique. Because most guys train in the complete wrong way. They do the wrong program, they do the wrong lifts, and because of that, they either make the wrong type of progress where they build the wrong type of physique that's not very attractive to women, or they don't make any progress at all. And it took me years, and I mean years, to learn these training lessons, but I'm gonna summarize it all down to you in 5 minutes or however long this video is gonna be. So first of all, let's talk about what does it mean to have an aesthetic physique? Well, there was a 2005 study that looked at women and asked them what type of physique do they find most attractive in a man, and they found that what's most attractive is what's called the golden ratio. What this ratio refers to is when you have a wide shoulder to skinny waist look. Simple way to think about it is like an upside down Dorito. And there's 3 components of the aesthetic physique, so that's what we're gonna go over in this video. And the first workout you have to do to get a V-taper is lateral raises. Lateral raises train the lateral delts, which essentially gives you more of a wide shouldered look and gives you that kind of like superhero look. And the 2 types of lateral raises you can do are machine lateral raises and dumbbell lateral raises. If you want to build an aesthetic physique, you have to incorporate both of these into your routine because you gotta get a lot of work on the lateral delts. Most guys don't do any lateral delts, or they do just one lateral delt movement and expect to grow lateral delts. But when you're training lateral raises, you have to make sure you're going with really good form, because if you lift too heavy and you compensate your form, especially on lateral raises, you won't be engaging the lateral delts. You'll be engaging your traps, your rear delts, and other parts of your shoulders a lot less. So on lateral raises, go light enough to where you can have really good form and feel that stretch in your lateral delts. And then if you notice you're going too heavy, just drop the weight. Still train hard, but make sure you're not compensating the form on these. The second muscle group you have to make sure to train if you want to build an aesthetic physique is your back, specifically your lats. The lats are the part that like sticks out right here when you like flex. It's this part right here. Lats also add to that wide V-taper look. Now to train your lats, there are 2 exercises I recommend. Those are pull-ups, specifically with a wide grip, so you're engaging the wide parts of your back more than the inner parts of your back, and also lat pull downs. The third exercise you have to do if you want to build an aesthetic physique is anything that targets the upper chest. Now, the mistake a lot of guys make when doing this is overtraining the lower chest. But when you train the upper chest, this part of your chest, it makes your shoulders look even wider. So to train this, you want to do any form of incline press. And make sure that you're going all the way down to your chest, because another mistake a lot of guys make when training their chest is with the barbell, they'll go like halfway down and then push up. But if you want to get the most out of your workouts, you have to touch the bar to your chest and then push up. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you shouldn't do regular bench press. Doing flat presses are still absolutely a good thing and will help you build more mass in the chest, but you still have to include incline presses because that's what gives you the superhero look. And by the way, I teach everything you need to know about this in my coaching community where there's other guys working hard, trying to achieve the same physique. So if that sounds interesting to you, just go click the link in the description and you can see the full program. The second component of the V-taper physique are the arms. Now, don't get me wrong, arms are very important, but most guys make the mistake of overtraining them because they are the most popular muscle group to train, right? They're the ones that are glamorized most in media as having big arms. But if you overdo it with arms and neglect things like your lateral delts and your chest, your physique will look weirdly off. Like, look at the difference between the first picture of me and the second picture of me. My arms are about the same size in both, but I used to train arms way too much and neglect these other parts. So what should you do for arms? Well, the 2 most important workouts you have to do for arms are some form of a tricep push down and a bicep curl. And also with arm days, you want to focus on doing less volume with more intensity. I see so many people who train arms but make no progress with them and wonder why. But you look at their workouts and they're doing 100 sets of arms. They're doing 4 different arm workouts. All you need is 2 arm workouts with every single workout, 2 sets to failure, and you'll be good. You'll grow bigger arms. The third component of the V-taper physique is abs. Now, I hear a quote all the time that's just complete bullshit, and that is that abs are made in the kitchen. That is not true. Like, think about it this way. Imagine saying, I want a muscular chest, so all I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna train my chest, but I'm just gonna lose weight and then my chest will look bigger. That's not how it works. Sure, you have to lose weight for your abs to show, just like any other muscle, but you have to also train your abs for them to grow. If you don't train your abs at all, yeah, you might be able to see them, but they're not going to look good. They're not going to look muscular. They're just going to look like weirdly skinny. And that's the mistake I made at the start of my training. You'll see it right here. So here's a better phrase we can go by. Abs are made in the gym, but they are revealed in the kitchen. So absolutely, you still need to eat in a calorie deficit. You still need to lose weight for your abs to show, but you have to train them. And the 2 workouts I recommend doing for abs are leg raises and cable crunches. Now, if you're a beginner and you just got to do body weight crunches, that's completely fine. If body weight crunches do it for you, no problem at all. But the most important thing with abs is just that you're disciplined about it. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've been going to the gym for almost 8 years now, and I still hate training abs. It sucks. It hurts so bad, and it's not very fun. But the difference between the guy who gets the aesthetic physique and the guy who doesn't get the aesthetic physique is the guy who actually makes progress is disciplined. He does hard things even though he doesn't feel like doing it. So just because you don't feel like training abs doesn't mean you shouldn't do them. So don't be a bitch and train your abs. Also, I just realized this after filming. Train your legs, okay? Don't be a bitch. Don't skip leg day. Train your legs. Do squats. Do single leg squats, hack squats, whatever you got to do. Train your legs. And if you want to learn everything about this transformation, the link to my coaching community is in the description. But more important than anything, bro, just be disciplined. Just work hard. It may take you a while to see progress. It's going to be hard to get consistent, but if you keep doing the hard things, you keep delaying gratification, you keep working hard, you will get to the point where you have to be. But you must understand, your mind is either your biggest enemy or your biggest friend. So only take in beliefs, only do things that are going to fuel your growth and help you get to the places where you want to be. I'll see you for the next video, bro.